Hi guys, to understand air conditioning, these heat pumps, you need a little bit of electrical knowledge combined with electronic knowledge to understand gases and airflow dynamics, bit of mechanics. Probably you have to know to weld a little bit, and what you will see here, it is a heat pump. We use all kinds of heat pumps. This is a ducted system. I'm not sure if you saw it before. I used to use them in Australia. You can use flexi ducts. You can use cassettes. This cassette have only one pump to extract the condensate water. Sometimes you have to use two pumps to extract the condensate water. You will say, why are you telling me about the pumps? They think it's more important. Well, let's study a little bit the printed circuit board. You can stop this video anytime so you can see the printed circuit board. But today I want to target the filter access panel safety switch, the floating switch, and the condensate water pump. You'll see that all these functions are quite important, and each of these functions will stop something onto this air conditioning systems or heat pumps. So imagine you have a cassette and you want to clean the filter. Sometime, actually in my career I found it only twice. When you open that lid to gain access to the filter, there's a switch which will stop the fan, and you can stop this video and you can look how easy wired up. So you stop that, you open the panel, you'll stop the fan. The condensate pump and the floating switch are designed to eliminate water from the drip tray. What you'll see on the right hand side, it is the evaporator and the fan, and below the evaporator is a drip tray, and that's where you'll find the pump. How the pump works: imagine you have a tank that fills with water. See, the floating switch, when you reach in the top level, will send a signal to the printed circuit board, and the pump will be activated and water will be extracted from the drip tray. Simple as such. Now let's talk about this split system. They're simple. Most of them not using pumps unless you want to push the condensate water upwards. Now the wiring, you can wire the outdoor, and then you'll send the signal to the indoor. There are many types of wiring. Usually wire this unit outside, and that's the power circuit. This is where the unit consumes the most, where the compressor it is, and actually where you control the heating and cooling capacity. You also have the indoor power supply and the control wiring. Some people choose this type of wiring. I like it the most. You wire the outdoor, and then from the outdoor you wire the indoor. Also, you can put the switch to isolate the indoor if you work on it for safety. Now, how can you open the indoor? You just open the panel and you will gain access to the filters. Guy, I think people like to have a good food and a good drink, but the quality of the air they don't really care about. If you don't see it, why should you care that you smell the breath and the sweat and the vapors of everybody? And yeah, if you can't see it, why should you bother? And that's human drama. And the air quality is as important as food and as the drink, because when you breathe air, it goes straight in the bloodstream. If you take the lid off, you will find the printed circuit board and the evaporator, like you'll see it here. So you can investigate if there's trouble with the AHUs, electrical troubles. Now, if you want to strip the outdoor, you take the panel, you look to the compressor first, to the printed circuit board, to the three-way valve, and you see if there are any faults there. If you need to strip it more, probably you pull the entire front panel. You'll get access to this condenser fan motors. You'll see partially the condenser. If you remove the compressor in the printed circuit board, you will see more the condenser behind. And finally, if you remove the fans, you'll have access to the condenser. This is a hard job and I really hate it. Now, let's talk about room temperature probe and the comfort probe. You guys know when you run when you run the heat pump on heating mode, you have a comfort zone, and if you want the fan to run, the evaporator inside your home should be hot enough, otherwise the fan will not start. Normally that probe is fitted into the pipe in a kind of pocket like you see here. So look into this one. To run the system, you start the outdoor, the indoor will increase its temperature, and finally when you will get at the right temperature, the fan will start. So don't worry if the fan don't start if the temperature is not increasing enough. Don't look to the fan. Look if you have enough refrigerant, if the compressor work, and this is it. So thank you very much for watching this short video. It's an introductory file. You can see now I built my own air water heating system, and I have the possibility to warm up the domestic hot water and the central heating system. I'm not using a boiler. Thank you very much. Please watch my other videos, and next week I will design another.